Had to talk to the mic. 747. Tips and tricks managing flatbed lifestyle. I'm in Crawfordsville, Indiana. Big cat, little cat. Yes, we're gonna sweat the small stuff about 3 little kittens. When I say the small stuff, yeah, straps gotta be tight. We know that. It's not a big deal. I have 3 pieces of cat equipment. I have no idea what it is. Yeah. But my issues are more so concerned with that screw. 6-inch screw. Each piece has 4 6-inch screws. So far, it looks like that's the only one that has cracked the dunnage, which has me a little bit concerned, but it's only one. So my only real answer to that is keep checking it, as each piece only weighs 6,000 pounds. So what we're talking about is an 18,000 pound load. Not very heavy, right? It allows me to have the tandems closed, as you can clearly see. Now, you also probably noticed that I have one strap over the top. Incidentally, yes, with plenty of edge protection. I'm sorry about that glare, y'all. Plenty of edge protection on each strap. As we know, that is to protect the strap from cutting and keep the load down. I didn't really trust these angled edges. Each piece has an angled edge. Shipper faced in opposing directions. Just saying, no big deal. But I went over the top on each piece, and with their permission, I asked them if they thought it would be okay to strap the skid. So I did both. I strapped it at the skid, and I strapped one over the top on each piece. Stress that again. 4 need I say things like the importance of screws doing what screws do in wood. They come loose. So as insurance, I went over the top in addition to going with the skid. 18,000 pounds, 6,000 a piece. Each 4-inch strap is rated at 5,400 pounds. So that's over 1,500. As I said, each piece only weighs, what did I say? 6,000. So 2 times 6 is 12. 5, 10, 15. 5,400 actually for each strap. So I'm well over half. Now, my 2-inch straps are rated at, of course, a little bit less. We have 54. I think these are rated at 4,300 pounds. However, I only have one here on the middle. It was a winch issue. You know, not enough winches in the right place. Forgive me, but I improvised a little bit. So 54, 54. That's 1100, if I did my math right. Then we have 4,000, 6,000. Sorry about that. 54. That's 11,000. 12, 13, 14. 14,000 pounds of securement on this piece, which is, again, each one is 8,000. So we're well within the limits on 3 little kittens. I do kind of like to sweat the details, especially on something that is not too heavy and not too light. One thing I do want about this load is, although I did do every load check, I found it interesting that none of my load checks involved actual tightening, meaning I couldn't tighten it anymore. I wonder if that has to do with the fact that they are just heavy enough to not have a lot of bounce, meaning just heavy enough. They got enough weight on them that they don't bounce a lot. Like I said, each one, excuse my redundancy, is 6,000 with a total of 18,000 pounds for all 3. Well, I appreciate, you know, if you do a load check, do it, you still have a solid guitar effect even on the 4-inch ratchet strap, which I personally have more confidence in the winch than I do the ratchet, but they all work, right? They both work very well. Again, I'm getting redundant. I'm kind of tired. I'm ready to get some rest. I'm gonna say goodbye and thank you for viewing the channel with me, being here for me. Bored, working. I really appreciate y'all and I love y'all. Please don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Good evening once again from the pilot, y'all. Good news. I got a free parking space. Thanks. Peace, y'all. Have a good night.